You are listening to the Lovable Losers Podcast.
Welcome to the Lovable Losers Podcast, where guys that aren't particular experts on anything talk about everything.
Hello, everyone. You already know who you're listening to, and you know who we're brought to you by. We're brought to you by the BexarCountyRegulators.com. Bear, B-X-A-R, where they sell peace of mind, bitches. So we're back again, episode 2. I'm here with Ant and Ray, shooting the shit. How's everybody's week, guys?
Busy.
Mine too. It hasn't been snowing, my bad. It hasn't been snowing around San Antonio.
This coming from the snowman.
Coming from the snowman, you know.
Was they saying Game of Thrones winter is coming? I don't know what that means.
Winter is coming.
Yes, and there's gonna be a lot of snow, man. A lot of snow. I'm hoping there's so much snow, you can do the snow off the stripper's asshole.
It's gonna feel like we're in Colorado.
Hell yeah.
Hey man, I can't wait for Game of Thrones to come back on. That shit, I heard it's not gonna come on until
We're talking
fucking
about cocaine,
2019.
nerd, and you're gonna go to Game of
I'm
Thrones.
sorry, I'm
Yeah,
a
you're a
fucking
fucking nerd, dude. Like, come on, y'all. Last time y'all were talking about a
Sorry,
fucking
dude.
show.
Hey,
Lethal Weapon
oh
and
my god,
whatever.
you're bringing Lethal Weapon.
But 2019 might as well be 100 years from now, so that's so I'm like,
Yeah, that's a fucking couple of years. Hey man, I'm sorry, dude. I'm a Game of Thrones lover. I fucking love that shit. So, you know, we're all here just shooting this shit here. Everybody, I guess, had a busy fucking week. So we're here back in the studio again to do it all over again.
sober.
Sober, I might add. We're all
Stone
fucking
cold
dead
sober.
sober.
I just find myself not liking y'all right now.
I know, I fucking hate y'all.
Is it really it?
I know. I feel so irritated. Right? I want to flip this fucking table
How
and
do I
smash
hang
this
out with
computer.
these guys?
I know.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? You never hang out with us unless we're drinking. That's why. That's the only fucking.
Now I
thing.
see why. I get
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could see why too.
My
Cause you
main
guys,
thing is beer, cocaine. It's not here, and y'all fucking.
hate
Why
you.
y'all even here? You,
we might have to get a little drink after this.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think we're.
what about cocaine?
We're gonna have to get some drinks. We're gonna have to get some drinks.
No, we're just gonna
and
get
finish
beer
this
and read Game of Thrones novels to each other. Okay? Live the clean life. The clean, sad, lonely, pathetic life. But live it. And if I had a dragon.
episode. I want you to look at me like a dragon. Look at me.
Oh, man.
Look at me.
I didn't like you guys.
I don't like y'all either. I mean,
Sorry. We had some topics lined up. Or start over back from, hi, I'm Ray. What's your guys' name? We're going to go in the men's bathroom. Oh, that's how we met. Story for another time.
What the fuck is this, California with the goddamn 3-bathroom rule?
yeah, yeah.
Nah, they were just three guys. In
I
the
mean,
porta
they got
potty.
raised
Hey.
restroom going already. You
I
know.
know. Hey, you know what? It went into effect actually. I saw the article today on that
Yep.
being in effect in California.
So you moving to California?
I'm moving straight to California, dude. More options on bathrooms, man. What do you expect?
I mean, you don't get judged alive when you're here. You know, you're here, you get judged.
Only if you openly advocate for cocaine.
I know, right? You're in the fucking girls' bathroom in a fucking goddamn
struggling
Safeway.
podcast. Yeah, how could that go wrong?
This is like, oh my
Unless
God.
you do cocaine and you can mail some in to their P.O. box. No, wait, that's against the law. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding.
You know what? You know what? I did see.
If you
I
could
did see
reach
something.
me at.
I did see something about saying that in the UK they have 100% pure cocaine.
Hey, that's topic 7. You jumped.
You're jumping too far,
It's
man.
not
My bad. My
Well,
bad.
you know what, guys, and we're gonna get a little bit serious in here because we have a topic that we really want to get out, and it's about a young boy and his kidney transplant. Old buddy Ray here is gonna give you the details about it. We really want to get their voices heard about this topic, and they have a GoFundMe. So, with that being said, Ray, do you wanna take over here?
Yeah, this story was on CBS News on their website about 2 days ago. Got the most current up-to-date information. Unfortunately, that's where it stayed at this past time. But in Atlanta, Georgia, a 2-year-old named A.J. Burgess was born a month premature and has in need of a kidney transplant. Now, his father is a perfect match. However, the trouble that came was his father apparently was on parole and had a parole violation for some type of weapon, possession of a weapon. Now, in this particular article, the original article where it posted from, it doesn't state whether it was a gun or a knife. It just admitted something about possession of a weapon and with the commission or attempt to commit certain felonies. No idea what that means. That's all that was said. They did say that they're gonna have to reevaluate the father as a donor. They'll probably they're looking at maybe reconsidering January 2018. And the family did start a GoFundMe page, which we'll put the details out shortly, but there's really not a lot of details or facts. The company in charge of the transplants, Emory Healthcare, and they just had statements on their website. No one could get them for direct comment. People, of course, in the comment section or anywhere you go are guessing, saying that, well, rules are rules, or maybe the father, at the time that they were going to start the process for the transplant, as far as the screening and everything, and I don't know what else goes into it. I'm sure there's not just get up and go and cut into somebody. At that point, they don't know what's happening. So there's a lot of questions that weren't answered, and I tried to follow up again today, and the only thing I could find was a GoFundMe page. And that will have linked to our Livable Losers website.
Yeah, you can find the links. We're going to put them up as soon as we get all the straight-up GoFundMe pages, and we're going to put them up on the LivableLosersPodcast.com. If you want to help and throw some donations, a link will be set up there so that way you can help this family out. Because if I'm not mistaken, you said January 2018, right? That's only 4 months away.
But another thing the article didn't say or mention whether AJ, the 2-year-old child, was on the National Organ Donor List, which I could not imagine why he would not be. But if he is, the good thing is if they find a match sooner, then of course they'll get him. But like I said, I'll keep following it up, and I'll let y'all know, and either put an update if we get something sooner, put something on the website, just a quick little tidbit, or next podcast. But it was very short, just actually caused more questions than answers. Because it does sound, when you read the headline, it sounds like sins of the father.
Yeah,
the child's
it does. It sounded real one-sided.
Yeah, and then on the other hand, if the dad knew that was going to happen, why was he doing supposedly what he did? Or like I said, we don't know. Everything's just hearsay at this point. All we know, the fact that we have, is there's a 2-year-old boy in need of a kidney, and as of right now, it's going to be delayed in getting it.
So we wanted to put that on our podcast today, and we're going to put up some links, any numbers or anything, GoFundMe's, and I'm going to put them up on the podcast so that way, we can get the word out there, try to help this 2-year-old kid. Because, that's pretty sad shit, man.
Yeah, hopefully everything goes as planned.
It does, and hopefully that kidney gets him on the right path to healing. Definitely, especially a child or anybody. I mean, you never want to see anybody in that situation.
No, no, you don't. So yeah, that was something that we wanted to bring up to the table today.
Yeah, not a top headline, but I think something that people kind of need to be aware of.
It was something that we should have put up in, even if it wasn't a top headline. Yeah,
that's what got my attention. I mean, it matters to somebody. Yeah.
And we wanted to show some appreciation, guys, because we were looking at some of our numbers from last week, and we appreciate everybody that looked at our YouTube and looked at our website. So, we wanted to just say thanks, give some appreciation. And we got some more shit coming. Next week, we got a Halloween episode. You guys fucking pumped about that shit?
As it gets closer, it'll hit me. I'm like that usually on Halloween, but when the old TV shows, the horror movies start coming out and stuff, that's like,
yeah.
It's cool.
What is it, the 29 Days of Halloween, or 31 Days of Halloween?
Yes.
I fucking love those scary movies.
Especially the old black and whites, the really cheesy horror movies. I love the 1960 Hammer films, all the Dracula or vampire films. They're made in the 60s over in London.
I think they're so cheesy,
but they're so good, though, because, the vampires, they'll do something to this vampire, and this dude just gonna fuck him up afterwards. He's walking all slow, like, oh shit.
He's like, this bitch gonna trip and fall over nothing. Yeah. Bitches be tripping over nothing.
And of course, the guy's gonna try to fight him like this with his, stop.
Hey man, you know what was it? I think it was Halloween Resurrection. Busta Rhymes, dude, he kicked Michael Myers in the fucking face.
They're relaunching that series, aren't they?
Are they?
I thought they were rebooting.
I know Rob Zombie had a couple of movies.
No, I think they're rebooting that.
Oh,
I
shit!
I think with John Carpenter involved. I don't know if he's directing, but I think.
You know what I saw? I saw a crazy fucking movie, and you should check this out, Ann, because this is a crazy fucking movie. It's called Southbound. It came out in 2015 or 2016. Mm-hmm. Man, it is like 4 different stories that intertwine together. It has to do with it's a weird sci-fi fantasy movie.
Oh, sci-fi fantasy, okay.
Yeah, it is crazy because it loops all the way the fuck around. You think the movies, if you watch it over and over, you'll be in a constant loop. It is a crazy concept for a scary movie, man. It's some shit. It's called Southbound.
Would you see that on Netflix or Hulu or just somewhere?
Yeah, I'd rather not tell you where I saw it at. So, just look it up. You'll find
it. Perth Theater down Broadway? I thought they shut that down years ago.
No, not there.
Theater.
No. Okay,
I got you.
Yeah, it was playing in the background somewhere. I can't really tell you.
It's just great. It's awesome.
It was in a stall.
I I look someone on their high horses judging. The cocaine guy is just like,
All right, you're just
Hey, I ain't judging nobody.
Oh, we know, Snowman.
with that little mirror and that razor blade in your hand. I know. You know, busy. Yeah.
What is he doing with baby powder?
Yeah, he's got so much baby powder in here. Can you put some in my shoes? Yeah, I need some in my balls.
Can't waste it.
All right, yeah, wasted, sure.
So
Yeah,
any
that's
other
what
movie
I'm gonna do.
recommendations? Or
Actually, yeah, that was the highlight. Movie 43 was another one, but that wasn't a scary movie at all. It was a funny movie.
Did you see the new what is it, Jigsaw that's coming out?
Oh yeah, that shit is coming out, man.
A new one?
I don't know. I wasn't too big of a fan of that,
I
but
did
this
see
shit
the
is
new Blade
brutal.
Runner, and I love the
Oh,
original.
son of a
Man, the
bitch.
Blade Runner is excellent. I know a lot of people aren't seeing it, but you know, hey, it's because this.
No, actually, I am gonna. I'm gonna go
What's
see it. I
that?
haven't seen it yet.
Oh, they did
Blade Runner
it's,
249.
Yeah,
2049.
It's a
Never
sequel
seen
from the original Blade Runner. Original Blade Runner is like, I think, probably my favorite sci-fi movie.
Man, that shit was. It was.
And out of the
crazy.
shit they call Star Wars and Star Trek nowadays, yeah, I'd probably say that is. Ooh, I offended some people, right? I know.
Oh shit!
I
Don't
know.
you fucking go
Get out of
into
your
that Star Wars,
basement. Tell mom where you're
motherfucker.
going. Come find me, motherfucker.
We're about to
Bring
get
it.
some fucking comments.
set
right
Frasier's
now.
on
We already
lane.
know. We already
It's alrighty.
fucking know. We're gonna get some fucking comments. Bad comments on you.
That's
His name
okay.
is Ray, by the way.
Yeah,
I just want you to leave the comments just for him.
That's right.
Just put @Ray, so we know who.
That's right, we'll know.
Yeah, you know. Anybody else see anything good? I haven't really seen anything good, really.
Blade Runner's one of the last one as far as in the movies that I was really excited about.
Oh.
I really haven't been excited about the comic. Well, no, Black Panther. Because I read that comic as a kid. Yes.
Black Man. Man,
Yes,
I'm waiting for
yes.
Thor Ragnarok with the
Oh, I
fucking
forgot
Hulk.
about
That
that.
shit looks insane.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Thor
Yeah, that does
Ragnarok.
look pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I'm not really into those
Comic book movies.
yeah comic book or nothing, but it looks pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Not all of them grabbed me. A few.
Yeah.
There's a few I gotta get into. But
Yeah, I bet you they grabbed you.
Grabbed you right in that asshole.
Grabbed you right in that ass.
again, that's at that strange theater we talked about.
Yeah, it's a little bit by Cherry Street, guys. If you live in San Antonio, you'll know what we're talking about.
Definitely.
Yeah, you will know what we're talking about.
Well, so I guess we're going off subject again. We just kind of shot our little outline.
Ah, it's okay.
We blew our wad.
No, it's
It
okay.
happens.
So
Especially my age.
there was another story that we want to talk about too, and this is not in a serious note at all. It's going to be very debatable for a lot of people, but there was a Florida teen that was caught by his father with a 29-year-old woman that was over there taking a shower with him. That was just like shit, man. Like, I was like, oh fuck, how the fuck does your dad walk in and catch you with an older woman twice your age in the fucking shower?
Well, I don't. Statutory rape, I don't know, but it's Florida. I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like they always have that, or they get caught for that. A lot of people. I don't know.
Yeah, they're all getting caught, especially the teens.
And if you're from Florida listening, please tell us, because I don't know. Maybe it's just.
Yeah, if
us
you got
or-
any information
I'm not trying to
on
make
this,
fun. I'm just saying, man. This is every time teachers or something.
you know what the teacher thing, man? I can't. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would be mad at my son about that because some of those teachers were fucking hot. If I was fucking when I was 15 years old and I fucking saw that shit, I would be like, oh.
I think you have to look at
shit.
it from a brighter scope. I think you're looking too narrow when you're
Yeah, I
considering
guess
a
so.
female teacher molesting a child.
I don't know if I was in that position, I would have never
yeah.
said nothing.
I-
But
I wouldn't open
then
my
again,
mouth
you know,
at
everybody
all.
got their own opinions. You know, everybody
Exactly.
take
And like
it
I
to-
said, and we're thinking, of course, this is female on male.
Yeah, it would be different.
How we
I'm
saying
a little,
that can't
okay.
happen, I don't know.
I'm a little judgmental when it's the other way around. Man. That's fucking shouldn't
but
happen.
the adult can still be
Yeah.
adult. You still have a child. You're supposed to mentor a child. You can still influence a child, both positively and negatively. So I'm just saying in a broader scope. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And it's statutory rape, so. but-
Yeah, it pretty much is. But I would fucking.
I would
die if
like to
was
get
15.
raped. If I was 15 years old.
By a fucking hot ass teacher.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah!
I would get raped.
Bring it
I'll
on!
let her rape me and put that dildo on. I mean,
What?
Well, we did have a professor on the last show. I mean, maybe we
Yeah.
Professor Rampage, we should get in. We should fucking talk to him right now.
Class should be in session, but hey.
yeah.
Class will be in session, alright.
He's a little. He drinks too much. You know. Sometimes he gets here late. You know.
But he is a very wise professor. He really is. But that's Professor Rampage. If you want to leave any comments, put @Professor Rampage.
Yeah.
But he, especially sports, for some reason he wanted to be subjugated to sports, but I think he can do a lot larger variety after all he is a professor.
Oh yeah, man. You know what? Man, he's pretty wise for his.
Apparently
age,
he's a
man.
doctor too, because did he check you? Like before the show?
I think he
pull
checked
your
Angel.
pants and turn
Yeah,
like
no,
your
he
thumb.
checked
It's kinda
me. Why,
weird.
dude?
It's a weird
But he
time.
didn't
Why is
wear
it
gloves.
weird?
He didn't fucking wear gloves.
Well,
so-
He didn't work out. Dude, I'm getting tired of this shit. All these doctors not wearing gloves and touching you.
Especially when they tell you to take off your clothes to do a physical and you go into the dentist.
And I kept telling him, hey, that's not my insurance card, that's my library card. Can I have it back? He's like, it's fine. And that was it. I don't know.
Did he ask you where to swipe it? Yeah, I bet you he did.
Hey, he was wearing a white lab coat and a stethoscope. So what can I say? Am I going to argue with that? Who am I? Huh? Who am
I mean,
now?
the last episode we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about the last episode.
Yeah, no, your doctor, buddy.
That's right.
You know?
You don't got to say it. I'll just assume it. Hey.
All right, well, let me ask you another question, man. A Bladensburg World War II veteran memorial in Maryland, it was ruled by a federal court to be removed. What do you guys take on that? Like, them, just as abroad, in general, what do you think about them taking down some of these Confederate statues? And even, I mean, this is a World War II monument, and the reason they're taking it down is because it's in the shape of a cross, which they called it, in quotes, the Peace Cross.
Because of the religious symbolism.
Yes, it was about the religion. That's why they were taking it down.
I can see that if it was on a federal property, because unfortunately the separation of the state.
Well, see, that's what they were saying. That's what they brought it in, and they had to get it. They had to get it brought into a federal court because of that.
Yeah, I can see that, but in the same sense, I mean, it's there's a similar story to that. Not to draw, but a very similar story with a high school baseball player who passed away, and they actually put a bench at the ballpark where he played in his school, but unfortunately that bench had some type of biblical passage, and
they removed it.
They had to remove it.
Oh my God, that's kind of fucked up.
Which, regardless, whatever your beliefs are, I think the part of me, if I could, I would just buy that little spot. Like, all right, well, it's no longer part of that.
Yeah, part of
because it's the memory for his friends, his family. You know, it's not.
It goes straight into the whole thing about everybody's offended by a lot of stuff.
And just to mention, if you're offended by something, you can be offended. Sometimes you gotta let it go because people do believe differently. Yeah. The thing is, especially with what you're talking about, not to get away with the World War I monument being removed because of the religious. But I mean, wars do happen. But now you have groups that like to go around calling people fascist. And honestly, the definition of fascist is not easy to describe. It's not like, well, do you believe in this? No, well, then you're a fascist. The police are not fascist. Fascism, my understanding of it, encompasses a lot of weird stuff. It's anti-capitalism, but it's also anti-communist. There's a lot of things that kind of go against.
A lot of gears in that motor, huh?
A lot of gears, so you just can't really call someone a fascist in the simplest terms you can. And if you say the word Nazi actually didn't start off as Nazis actually was a socialist movement. But hey, who am I?
I mean,
I guess history's lying too. But if it offends you, it's not true.
Yeah, but see, the whole thing about everybody when they disagree with you, you throw names out like that.
You have to be
you're just like, what the fuck,
if you don't agree with something.
Come on, man, debate that shit. Go back and forth with your ideas. If you're wrong, hey man,
agree to disagree.
Yeah, there you go. But no, it's this whole you're a fucking Nazi if you don't fucking believe in this, or you're a fucking fascist, or Antifa, and fucking all this other shit. Like
people are too quick to throw words around, especially whether it be fascism or racist. You have to have a reason. You just can't say, well, that's a racist thinking or a one-sided view.
And we've been seeing an article float around about Antifa trying to do a Civil War November 4th.
Yeah, November 4th. What's your take on that, Rick?
From what I've read on Antifa, and I really don't pay much mind. No, I think it's just I think it's just lemmings that you'll follow a thing and you fall into something. And you can believe it with all your heart, but that doesn't mean it's right. Everyone in their family, for example, when you have a family gathering, not everyone agrees on everything, right? But it's still your family.
Yeah.
Unless they do something like bad to the family, steal money or something, short of murdering somebody in the family, you still accept them. You agree to disagree.
I mean, sometimes even in those instances,
you'll have a heated argument, but you know what? You'll hug each other and you'll be like, but I love you, but you're wrong. People still do that. I think we're just too quick, like I said, to judge. And as far as where these college kids are saying, well, I need to fight for these people and this, I understand, but why don't you fight for getting your education? Protest, but protest for a reason. Don't protest to protest. Don't protest because it's in fashion. It is the new hottest thing to do. It's a trend. Don't be a trendsetter.
And this is the thing about the protesting now. Now, when they get the consequences, they're like, no, you can't do that shit to me. You protest, be ready for the consequences.
Look, if I disagree with you, we should have a debate. And I shouldn't be screaming over the top of you because I disagree. Yeah. You're a racist, you're a fascist, or you're wrong, or you're this, or you're a race baiter, hater, whatever you want to be.
Masturbator.
We should, if you're a fisherman, or you do the hooks, right, for fishermen. But you should be able to agree to disagree, because the whole idea I thought of a debate was to spread ideas, even if it's something you don't disagree. If someone doesn't agree with you, you want to open someone's mind to maybe they don't agree 100%, but you know what? I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, give them the chance to broaden.
It's not what I thought it was. If you weren't, unless it's like an outlandish idea. But even the flat Earth people, I mean.
Oh, dude, let's not get into the flat Earth people.
Keep laughing, Angel. You can walk home tonight. You'll probably fall off. You'll probably fall right the hell off.
Straight the fuck off the world? Is that what's gonna happen? Fall straight on a dick.
First dummy. But I'm saying, and the great thing is, well, here's the thing. There was The Death of Expertise. It was a book I read, and the author's name escapes me. But his whole thing was with the advance of technology, how everyone can be an expert on stuff, how people can do things.
Oh, we got a car alarm here. Yeah, we're gonna be that real. We're just gonna leave that shit in there. We're not gonna edit it out.
Our car's gone. But the Death of Expertise, I was saying, at one time they said everyone's opinion counts, but in reality it really doesn't. Just because you've read on a subject for years, or maybe even going to school on a subject, and really that's your one limited view, are you really an expert? Or because the internet says, that's always my favorite quote. Well, I read on the internet, so therefore it's not true. I mean, just the past couple of years you had vaccinations. That thing, I mean, you had...
Dude, that shit is crazy in fucking California right now, the anti-vaccination.
I know, and people said there were studies out, but then you had doctors and scientists, which I'm a little biased to, because if they say it, they've kind of had the education and the training for that, so I'm going to listen to those guys about, hey, maybe you should do vaccination.
Instead of the internet MD?
And I understand.
Are you serious, Ray?
Yeah.
You're not going to listen to the internet MD?
Self-diagnosis. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, come on, man. They got self-diagnosis. I fucking listen to that
apparently
show.
at my age, I don't suffer from menopause. Did it just get hot in here? Wait, no, never mind.
It's okay, Ray. It's okay. We know. We know.
I mean, but snowman can fix everything.
With the magic dust.
Yeah, with the magic snow, buddy.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get the magic stick. And that being said, magic stick. Here's a word from our sponsor. Hey.
What's wrong?
I've just been having a fucked up week, Ramon.
Tell me. You're your best friend. Tell me.
The lady of the house, she's been giving me a lot of shit.
Lady,
yes. Yes, lady, Ramon. You know I'm not like that.
What? Tell me.
Well, she's been coming home and just chingy. You're a fucking loser, spick, and you'll never amount to anything.
Well, look where you work, hi.
I know where we work, Ramon, but my woman shouldn't be telling me this. I don't know what to do. Beto?
Hey, how you doing, Holmes? What's the problem? What's really going on in the household, Holmes?
Man, I just don't know what to do. That my hyena, she's just always on my ass. And I think it might be because we haven't had sex in 3 weeks.
Why don't you just fucking hit her in the back of the head, Holmes?
Beto, cállate la boca. Ocupas tables. Go do something. Listen to me.
But
I'm the host.
He has to.
/ hostess.
He has to hit her in the back of the head and fuck her in the ass.
Ah, que chingas, tú.
Beto, cállate. Fine. Listen. Manuel, listen. Look at this card. Just look at it. Look at this card. Look at it.
¿Qué es eso?
Just look at it. Mira.
The Magic Stick Services.
Oh, sí.
What is this?
Let's just say, amigo, after this service, your old lady will not care if you miss birthdays, funerals, weddings, anniversaries. She'll be walking on cloud 9. And take it from me, I know I use their services often.
Well, orale, Holmes. You know what? I'm gonna use this shit right now. I'll see you later, homie. Hey, Beto! Get the fuck out of there! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Bye, Beto!
Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó?
Hey, guys!
Ay, Dios mío, Manuel, out on a Saturday night? ¿Y tu esposa?
Did you kill your wife, Holmes?
No, Holmes! What the hell? I didn't kill my wife. Are you crazy?
Magic stick?
The Magic
The
Stick
Magic
Services!
Stick!
I'm telling you, you gotta try it. Well, maybe not you, Ramon, but you gotta try
Oh,
it,
I do,
Beto.
honey. I do. This round's on me, girls. Hey,
Alright!
Magic stick!
The Magic Stick Services. Come to a town near you. And that is a word from our sponsor, everybody.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry. And then back to that book, The Death of Expertise. It was by Tom Nicholas. It's the
Tom
Death-
Nicholas?
Yeah, The Death of Expertise: The Campaign Against Established Knowledge and Why It Matters. Very good, interesting read. A really good book, and you know how we're going away from intellectual and knowledge, you know, to actually just people's feelings, and then we're substituting those feelings for actual fact. Because you got to remember, sometimes you got to think with your head, not your heart, especially on certain subjects.
Yeah, you get some people act
Like
a lot
Ben Shapiro
emotional.
says, facts don't care about your feelings.
I,
To quote him. So.
I gotta hold my tongue on the bench.
Fuck your feelings.
Fuck your feelings.
Go. Exactly. That's exactly it, though. That's true.
Fuck your feelings.
Now we got a quick update for you with San Antonio. They are up 22-17 from Minnesota. Just a quick update
Is
from
that
San
hockey?
Antonio.
That's a hockey score. What are you talking?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. It was a Rampage. What? We got Professor Rampage in the house right now, stepping in.
I
How
thought,
everything going?
I thought he was at the Spurs game.
It's looking good.
Looking
Looking
good?
real good, man. The Spurs are looking real good without Tony Parker and Kawhi Leonard. Looking real good though.
What
Well,
about
all right then. That is our sports update for the night.
And there he goes back, taking the subway back to the AT&T Center.
Hey, you take that subway.
Man, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Private
I know,
subway.
man.
That man is a shit.
That motherfucker just comes and goes, man. There he goes, like a mysterious
He's
little
like-
anal figure. He's taking the fucking trolley in the monorail, man. He's always on those fucking things because we have a monorail here in San Antonio.
Well, we have funded it, but he got the part that got funded, so it's, you know, it's about 13 miles. But it does impress the ladies, I'm sure. Like, hey, I count,
How fast did you get there? She's like, don't worry, I'm on a fucking monorail, bitch.
bro. Monorail.
Monorail that fucking ass.
See, there you go with that bullshit
I'm
again.
sorry, man.
You
Ain't
go
gonna
with
help
that
me, man.
bullshit. Don't get me started on balls, man.
What, did he offend you?
Yeah, he
Oh
kind of
shit,
did.
great, we offended somebody.
Fucking
I'm
did.
in the room. Ah! What
Goddamn ball fucking lovers.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, Snowman. I'm gonna fucking melt your ass.
I'm gonna snowball you.
Oh,
So is this
shit.
too early to talk about the next episode? Give people a hint what we're doing?
So, okay. So, no, it is not too early. That is a good point. So, we have our Halloween episode next week, everybody. It's gonna come out Sunday about 6 o'clock on all platforms, YouTube, SoundCloud, and the LovableLosersPodcast.com. You're gonna like it because we're gonna have a few fake stories and some real stories. We're gonna be telling them. We're gonna give our intakes on it. And at the end of every story, we are going to go into a little bit of questioning on with each other on whether we think it's real or not, and we'll tell you right before the next story starts. So it's something new that we're going to be trying for our specials.
Now, we all haven't heard these stories. That's the other great thing.
Yeah,
we're going to hear them at the same time you do and react.
yeah,
on-
and we will
podcast.
we will tell you. So that is our next episode. We got a few special episodes coming up. We got our Thanksgiving episode and our Christmas episode. We're going to be getting a whole bunch of crazy shit and telling you about it.
I want to do like a Thanksgiving episode too.
We just said that.
Like, but like, what do you mean? How?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just
Were
like
we
eat-
were we
just
not on
eat-
an audio show?
No,
Were we
I'm
not on an
talking
audio
about-
show?
Like I'm talking about like a good Thanksgiving,
Like how? What would make it
like
good?
cocaine on top of the turkey.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck? Can somebody get this guy cocaine?
Is his heart explodes by next week?
I know. Fuck,
I'm just saying.
What was it?
dude. You're gonna have a heart attack one of these days. I just want to let you know. You're gonna be on the toilet
Hey.
one day snorting some fucking
Because
cocaine.
he does it by himself, right? I'm sure whatever shitbag friends he hangs out with will. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm sorry?
What's with that? Why
What?
are you kicking me under the table? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Ray.
Hey man, I've got my vices.
Yeah, I know. It's all sexual vices.
They all are. They really are.
Yeah, really are. We know. We've seen your trunk. We've seen your trunk. 2003
Shut
Ford
your mouth. You
Focus.
shut your whore mouth. You shut your whore mouth
Sorry.
right now.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, folks. That didn't mean to lose my. You better not be recording this. We're not recording. Well, you know how many pieces I can. I think about how many pieces I can feature in this little bag. I think
take it
about
out
it.
and
I'm
edit,
like,
don't worry about it.
Ron,
Y'all want to do?
We're not
y'all
on
wanna
it.
do a
It's not-
bump?
It's okay.
Do a bump? You want to do a bump?
is this shit over with, man? I want a drink because I really don't like you guys.
I know.
I know. This is the fuck. You know
It's
what?
kinda
This is the
awkward.
worst
Just looking
fucking
at you.
time ever I've had with you guys fucking sober. Dead sober.
What time's that monorail come back? Goddamn.
Fuck,
The
we
AT Center.
do. We were recording.
Oh. Oh, we'll get an edit.
You know what? Yeah, we'll get into it. Fuck it. So, everybody, so we're already going to be wrapping this up.
Yes.
We're already. This is the end of our second episode. We hope everybody liked it. Does anybody else want to say anything to the audience before we go?
Thank y'all for listening, and see y'all fuckers later.
Provide some feedback, please.
All right, guys. That's it for Angel and Professor Professor Rampage just came in and out of here. And Ray.
Dream team.
Good night, everybody.
I don't wanna be sober.
No.
No, I don't wanna be.
I don't wanna be sober. I wanna be.
I
You just listened to episode 2 of the Lovable Losers podcast. Hope you liked it. I just want to give thanks for listening and let you know that we got a lot of cool shit coming up. Halloween episode next week. We're going to read a whole bunch of stories I'm sure you've heard inside this episode. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We have a lot of really like side episodes that we're going to have. Some of them are going to be pretty cool. Like they're going to be off-topic stories between me and Ray. And one of them, I'm going to give you a little spoiler. One of these side episodes is going to be about the Smiling Face Killers. Now that is, if you haven't heard of them, you will, fuckers, you will. Also, another thing, if you like our quote-unquote sponsors, we got a lot of little of those bits coming up pretty soon too. Should be in every episode besides our special episodes and our side episodes. That being said, you have a good night, everyone, and thank you for listening.